My name Dash, Sonnyjim. I'm in Brooklyn right now, across the street from Lamley and Friends, part 2. You know what I mean? 2-year anniversary of our community space. You know what I mean? Being around. And we got music artists and painters and writers and photographers all in one house. You know what I mean? Cooking together and bringing the best out of each other. You know what I mean? Sonnyjim, me and him just, I don't know, we didn't start making it as an album, and it became that just from what I was saying and what he was making, you know what I mean? It went well together. We got to create a real experience around it, you know? Catered to just shit talking for, you feel me, and really rapping, you know what I mean? Not too many hooks, you know what I mean? 24 bar verses everywhere, like, you know what I mean? Like, really talking my shit. I feel like it's my most mature work to date, you feel me? I always try to top myself from what I've done before, but it's just like definitely one of my favorites, you know what I mean? Like I said, I did a lot of growing in the process of making it.
The only thing that changed me. Nights I slipped and fell to scale, the only thing that saved me. Things I couldn't tell, the judge find out he gon' chain me. Can't open the doors using the same key. Thugged it through the weather, and it made whatever sun stayed with a rain be. Blame me if it make you feel better. Make her love me till she hate me. Me and Cheddar stuck together, leather ain't even
I try to be as honest with my audience as I am with myself, you know what I mean? At times it don't feel good, but you gotta be able to do it, man. You know, it's hard looking in the mirror some days, you know what I mean? And I try to put some of them days on record, you know what I mean? It's just expressing myself really comes through the music at certain points, and that's where I got to kind of unload that, you know? I was looking at the world like it was a lot bigger around them times, you know? By getting my music on Myspace and getting it heard by a couple hundred people was such a big feat, you know what I mean? And I never knew what it was going to take me to. Even thinking back then, I thought that was kind of a big deal, you know? Just me getting my shit heard. Fuck how many people heard it, you know? I feel like I still feel the same way about it. Well, it definitely made it better, you know what I mean? Niggas, it's easier to get into contact, you know? I'm able to work with different artists and different producers that I probably wouldn't have had a conversation or relationship with had it not been for the internet. So I'm very thankful for it, but you know, it's easy to be what you want on the internet. You kind of get the first impression before you meet somebody nowadays. I feel like I'm not as consistent as I need to be, man. I don't know. I try to keep the quality and quantity aspect. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to oversaturate my shit ever, but I don't know. I just be myself, man. I'm always gonna be me when it comes to my music. You know what I mean? Like I can't be nothing but myself. So I guess that's where the consistency comes from. You know what I mean? That's one thing that can't change.
And do you like put pen to paper like when you write?
Sometimes I don't write at all. I've been writing more recently than not. It's a sparring match, you know what I mean? It's a sparring match, you know what I mean? Make music with somebody, you know, you don't ever want nobody spank you on a verse, you know what I mean? I'm very confident saying nobody ever bodied me on nothing, you feel me? I ain't never been spanked on nothing. If I had been, pull it up, but nigga, I know in my heart, like, I haven't been. And niggas know too. Like some shit happened, I went to New Orleans for like some old unrelated shit. And I had hit Scrim up and we ended up spending mad time together while I was out there. I ended up just staying out there and working with this nigga. He brought me into his world, you know what I mean? Like making them beats, like the way we made it in his studio. Like at the time it was like this fucking like fucking clubhouse concert that the nigga had, you know what I mean? It was just me and him for days on end, niggas waking up, locking in till 4 in the morning. And, bro, that dude, bro, producing and engineering. I've never had, like even up until now, had a better engineer for me than Scrim. Me and Scrim probably only got to work together for like a couple of weeks, like a month, you know what I mean? Like he got into my shit fast and like he made me sound exactly how I need to. I do like 6-7 layers when I be rapping and shit just to try to get different ranges on shit, and he was into that shit, like he was pushing me to do more of that.
Yo, I know niggas 16 that's pumping 200 cracks a day. That's a rack a day, you do it right. I told him keep the tool at night. Trife living what I'm built on. The money real tall like it got stilts on. You know the streets cold, go put your quilt on.
I fuck with Scrim, man. And nigga push me to do more. Shout out to him. It's funny, that song got made. We did it over another beat. Like Tibbe made that beat first. But I remember like it was some crazy shit. My girl at the time had came and like threw my shit in this nigga Mac's driveway. And, like she thought he was with bitches and niggas was in there rapping. Yo, crazy shit. And then then me and Tibbe started kicking like that's how that whole shit poured off really that song. Like that day was a wild ass day. Like we were spending a lot of time together. And then after that, me and Tibbe even started spending more time together. That's when niggas did grown-ups for his shit. It was just like, I don't know, a lot of my features and like collaborations I do with people, it be from natural shit. It don't be from, you know what I mean, oh, email me this, email me that. You know what I mean? I'm really not into that shit. It's huge. I feel like as much as I would nigga want to be like, oh yeah, it's organic and I fuck with who I work with, like it's maybe gave me the downside because there's some people who I don't know who I want to work with. You know what I mean? I don't know, just like this shit is an art, it's a business, you know what I mean? One going hand with the other. You gotta know how to maneuver it right. Push hard, even when it seems like it's not gonna work, even when this shit is down, even when shit is hard, push, man. Like you don't know how close you are. You know what I mean? You don't know how close you are. I've been different places and when I done feel the most lost, you know what I mean? I done overcame and got to where I need to be, you know what I mean? People don't know how close they get, you know what I mean? Try to turn around and I've been fell victim to just not knowing how close I was, you know what I mean? So if I could tell anybody who wants to make music and make it their life, engulf yourself in it and don't ever fret. Like, don't be scared to push as hard as you can, even if it means you fall on your face. So, I mean, get up and do it again. Yo, it's your boy $H, man. You watching Deathless. Holla at me, man. H is global or nothing. Fuck yourself.